Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Hava. Good morning, Nehemiah. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Rabbi Yaska. Good morning, Mendu.
Good morning,
Tati.
Daddy.
Jacob fled Aram with his family and flock in secret, fearful that his possessive father-in-law would try to prevent him. Laban indeed pursued him, and when he overtook him, he accused Jacob of spiriting his daughters and grandchildren away before he could say goodbye properly. So a question that I had is that on Pesach, we say that look what Lavan Arami did. Parai wanted to kill only the boys. He wanted to wipe out the boys. But Lavan, he wanted to kill everybody. I don't know how. Maybe I think whatever, I don't know why, but I don't know how Lavan tried to kill everybody. Maybe I'm missing part of the story. But that is my... Okay. Oh, I didn't even start the timer. Okay. Anyways, that's my question. Looking forward to hearing everybody's insights, information, and feelings. And Rabbi Yaska, are you there?
I think I'm here. Okay, wow. Today is a very special day. Erev Tes Kislev. It's a very special, crazy, beautiful day. And you know, when I see Abba over here, Abba, you know what I'm saying is true. I was planning to call you today in the morning. So I have a reason why I want to call you. Because you became your shliach, and you really have a shliach. And I speak with you, no hesitation or clarity. I'm the Mashpia in Jets. So you, the head of the shluchim, you probably in charge of the shluchim. You're a friend of them. You're a person people look up to. So I think we should start to make a plan about learning in the morning. Posach Eliyahu together with the shluchim. In the internet, and not FiveAlive, whatever you call it. FiveAlive, that you're going to know, when Hashem is going to tell you, please learn FiveAlive, then say, okay, I don't have a choice. God forces us. I'm done speak about this. I'm speaking time now to become a leader of the world. Abba, you have it, you got it. And Nehemiah, it's amazing to see you over here. And time to listen. Don't give up, never in your life. Be over here all the time, forever. You like it or not. Now everything is now eternal, not. So I hope you got me what I said, Abba. You have to speak to me about it, and you make it an amazing way. That's it. So I want to say something. Whew. God is here.
Thank you very much, Rabbi Yaska. Yoni, good morning. Go ahead.
Good morning. How are you? Yeah, I just decided to pop in for a couple minutes. I see we switched the timer. Did we change styles recently? Yeah, that's basically it. I don't know. Kathmandu, hi Kaiko. By the way, I miss California just because of FiveAlive. Specifically not Isaac, but the Khanin designers that they make homemade. That's mainly what I miss. Not even FiveAlive, not California, just those designers in the morning with FiveAlive. Yeah. Yoska is not muted. Now he is. Okay, I'm gonna pass. I've passed. I don't know how to mute though. Can you mute me?
Perfect. Shalom, go ahead.
Oh, I'm not ready to talk right now.
Nehemiah, go ahead.
Good morning, Shalom. Good morning, Yoni. Good morning, Yaska. Good morning, Ava. Good morning, Chaiko. Good morning, Isaac. So actually, boy, It's really funny. Yesterday it was snowing, and I ruined a pair of shoes. And yeah, now there's no more snow. Like, there might be snow in the front yard, but there's no snow in the streets. And like, it's nice weather. It's meant to be sunny
I can't hear you,
tomorrow.
Nechemia.
Why can't you hear me? Then I'll open up your ears.
Sit straight up, mate. I hear you.
You hear me? Yoni.
Yeah, when you speak clearly, we can hear you.
Okay. Sorry. Yo, Sean, what's up? You look like you're in your car. A car. In an Uber. Going to school. Oh. Cultive. Yeah. So, hopefully today's gonna be productive. I already went for a job interview by some guy. By the dry cleaning place.
Thank you, Nechemia. Abba!
All right. Good morning, everyone. Nechem. Am I on mute? You guys hear me?
You're breaking in and out.
Can you guys hear me?
Abba, we cannot hear you.
Really? I'm not on mute though.
You're like coming in and out. Right now we can hear you.
We hear you. We hear you. Go ahead.
You hear me fine? Okay, great. Okay, so, yeah, I don't really know what to say. What can I say? You know what I noticed when you're driving?
Abba, I cannot hear you.
No one can hear me? Serious?
No, it's it keeps on cutting out.
Oh, okay, it's not past.
Okay, Ashkacha Pratis. Basically, as a shliach of the Rebbe, Abba wanted to say exactly what the Rebbe says. So thank you, Abba, for that. I'm going to put you on mute because you keep on coming in and out. Not that I don't want to hear you. I want to hear what the Rebbe says, but you know, I want to also say what I want to say. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Longing for a home. Lavan said to Yaakov, "You departed now because you long continuously for your father's house." Genesis 31:30. Yeah, basically because it says nichsev nichsata, because the entire time is by Lavan's house. It's basically how he was redeemed and brought back to his father's home. So too by us. Anything that we do in our day-to-day life that we're caught up with all the stuff that we want to do, all the challenges that we're in, we always have to remember this is not our place. This is not our home. Take me home, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think it's interesting. So am I comfortable, Rabbi Yaska? Am I comfortable or am I not comfortable? Go ahead, Rabbi Yaska.
Okay. I didn't hear Abba, but I'm doing now something, a very crazy thing now. In my life, I'm going to a place that the Rebbe made me wonders and miracles all my life. The whole world knows that the amazing wonders. I hope they're going to be a verbringen for it. I can't tell you. It's a story for an hour and a half, a whole story of life, a lifetime story. And now I can say it because today it's Erev Test Kislev, so I can say it in the Rebbe's confidence that I'm going to ask the $1 million that they owe me. Somebody. He made a commitment to the Rebbe, so I'm going to see the rabbis that know the community. So, Mirza Hashem, I didn't believe I'm going to do it. I have the paper. I was one time sitting with them about it. So, I don't, Teibsha is going to make us successful. I'm speaking the other for bringing a test youth kislev. That's what I'm doing now. And I hope guys will make it nicer. And Abba, you're surfacing exactly what I saw the first time I saw. I was underestimating you. I'm so stupid. I couldn't see a lot ahead. And you're ahead of everything. So, Nehemiah, it's good to be. All the time you're inspiration.
Yes.
So please stay there.
Shalom. Shalom ben Adam Lachaveri. It's your turn.
Rabbi, I underestimated how smart I am. Does that make me stupid or smart? That's the question. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I'm going upstate for Shabbos. I'm happy about it. Pass.
Nehemiah?
Okay, so first of all, I'll go in order. Yaska, when you get that $1 million, please do not forget there's a guy named Nehemiah Vogel. I'm joking.
By the way, I have $1 million for you already, but I don't give it to you because you're not ready. I have it. Be honest, honest with you.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. Yeah? Fair enough. All right, whatever you want to do, Rabbi. Yo, Sean, I'd love to come with you. Hook me up. Unless you're going with family. But if not, I'm gonna private message you like literally right after my turn. Yeah? Nod your head if it's a possibility. Wow. Okay, Sean. Leave your bodies at home. Leave me to soak in Crown Heights. Yeah, so I'm going to Manhattan for Shabbos. Now that Sean told me I'm not going to upstate. But no, honestly, I was planning with a friend to book a hotel for Shabbos for like $50 somehow. Don't know how. And yeah, I worked yesterday. I worked like a dog building a Kia. I'll never want to build that Kia again. Kia is so stupid. It's not really. But
Thank you,
it's hard.
Nehemiah. Abba? Let's try it again. Let's try.
Okay, I could try, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Can you guys hear me clearly?
Yes.
Okay. So what I was saying before is that, like, you know that feeling that when you're driving on the freeway and your lane is going super slow, so you change lanes, and then the second you change, the other lane that you just changed into goes really slow, and the lane that you just passed, that you were just on, starts going really fast. Yeah, don't be like that. That's really annoying. Not in a negative way, like just okay, that's it for me. I pass.
Okay. Thank you, Abba. So don't be like that. I hear you. Saying you're staying in your lane? Not sure what you're saying. I'm not sure what the message is there. Nehemiah, I was very happy to hear that you were building IKEA. It teaches you basically how to be a father. Like, gives you a lot of patience. Yaakov stayed with Lavan foretold our own sojourn in exile. Just as Yaakov was far away from his physical home and immersed in an environment that opposed spirituality, our exile comprises both a physical diaspora and more importantly, the spiritual darkness of the unredeemed world. And just as Yaakov was never comfortable in his place of exile and constantly yearning to return to his father's home, so must we constantly yearn to return to our father's home. No matter how successful we are in fulfilling our divine mission in exile, we must never feel at home in it. So, obviously, all these themes are, opposites. Because we're in times of Mashiach, but at the same time, we're not. So we have to be comfortable, and at the same time, we have to not be comfortable. Rabbi Yaske.
So, two things. What Abba said, I don't know if everybody understood. I didn't understand, but one thing I want to tell you what he said. I know it's so important to know what he says. You know why I know? Because I know one thing also. I drove with a car. I entered in a freeway, and I want to explain how I saw nature and above nature, how you behave. Basically, what I behaved, Abba, I realized whatever you do, it becomes natural. It's crazy. You're gonna have explanation why you do the right thing. And Nehemiah, it's very hard for me to say. You said you hate to work to build and stuff, and I like that you hate. And the trick and the trade in life, everything you hate, you can love. It's crazy. It's sick. The opposite people things you hate has a relationship to you more. It's detailed and it's upsetting. And it's not smart of me to tell you do it because I don't have a job for you to build IKEAs. It depends what you gain from it. Whatever you do, Nehemiah, you gain tremendously. Think like you're in a bank account, money goes in. This is a mitzvah, like putting on film for you. Every action you do is like putting on film on somebody, on helping another Jew in the world, and helping your family. Every action you do, it's crazy what I'm telling you. Your brain is beautiful. And then we learned Gemara was nice. I love the way we learned Gemara.
Thank you,
Maybe,
Shalom.
Pass.
No.
There's music playing. I can't exactly speak over it.
Yeah, we hear you clearly.
Oh, okay. That was my last excuse. I was just trying to make excuses not to talk. I'm just sort of listening in right now. I'll wait till 45 seconds and then pass. Next.
Okay. Nehemiah.
That's very enthusiastic, okay. And Shalom, let's not. Who did you go with? Message me. Yoska. It was beautiful learning yesterday. I enjoyed it. I was kidding. My head started killing me the second I tried, like, using my brain. My head would, like, yeah. It was really hurting my brain, and I felt like something kept on hitting me and hitting me and hitting me and hitting me. So yeah, and then I was like FiveAlive doing IKEA. Like my brain was so done, and my feet were soaking wet because I had like 2 holes in them. So yeah. Yo, Ava, how's Jets, man? How's life? By the way, I video called into the Fabrengen last night, and I listened for like a while. I probably video called almost everyone that was by the Fabrengen for at least 5 minutes each. Okay, bye. I'm really upset, Sean. No, I'm not. Sean. I'm gonna say this over here. No, probably not for another few months. Mashiach now.
Thank you, Nehemiah. Aaron Zelig, it's your turn.
Oh boy. Okay. Thank God this morning I woke up at 5. I did called a few people. I did chitas, not chitas, the chumash, and it's talking about how what's it called? Yitzchak went and he ran away from Lavan, right? He like snuck away. And Rachel stole the idols, and he basically took Lavan. It was 6 days. 6 days that Yitzchak had left already, and he caught up to him in 1 day, which is like that was crazy. I thought that was insane. I understood. I didn't really get how. But yeah, if anybody has an answer, Chaim is Rachel. They say dry. Pass. Chaim.
Hey, Abba.
Yeah, okay. So what I think the answer would be was God was with Yitzchak, so he caught up with him. And Nehemiah, life is fantastic here. Baruch Hashem, everything's going great. I actually wasn't here the past couple of days. I went to Crown Heights for Simchas. Crazy. My family's like on a massive high right now. 2 of my siblings got engaged within 2 weeks. But I'm back here, so it's good to be back. And what I was trying to say before was that I wasn't really speaking like actually like it also happens physically when you're driving in the freeway and you're like you're stuck in traffic, but like all the lanes next to you are speeding, so you change lanes, and then the second you change lanes, that lane also goes really slow, and then the lane you just passed starts speeding. So I meant that like more like spiritually, like sometimes you're on a path, you're going a direction, and then like for some reason it just like holding up a little bit, and you have no patience to go through it, so you just kind of like just change your lane, and then that lane starts going slow either, and you get even more frustrated. And not only that, the lane you were just in starts going really fast again. So sometimes just bear in mind, if you just stay in your lane for another minute, it might start speeding up. Yeah, so that's what I was trying to say. And yeah, I think that's it. I got myself some coffee this morning to get myself a little boost. I have a ton of energy. Thank you.
Wow, love the energy. So Mythbusters took a few of their people got into cars, and they drove, I think, from Los Angeles to, I don't know, from LA to as Diego, maybe, I don't know. Anyways, basically, they drove somewhere where there's a lot of traffic, and they tested out all different ways of driving. Tested out just going to all the way to the left lane and just staying in the lane and just driving straight and waiting whenever there's traffic. And then they tried swerving in and out of traffic, just trying to get like further. And they tried whatever, all different stuff. Basically, the guys that like swerved and went and tried to figure it out, they got like out of like the hour-and-a-half drive or 2-hour drive, whatever it was, they they gained like 4 minutes. And the guy that just went into the last lane and just stayed in that lane, just 4 minutes later was there. Then whatever different lanes were basically slower, but not that much slower. But the one that basically swerved between all the different lanes just ended up like with very high anxiety and did not appreciate the drive. I want to have a lesson in that. I have one. Rabbi Yoske.
So I like that Abba elaborated in this thing. So I will tell you, Abba, something very nice. If you want to live Posach Eliyahu, that's what's going to happen in your life. I tell you what's going to happen. Whatever you do, stay in what you do. So if you don't see what's happened now, you see later. You see you went slower because that's why you met the other guy you was looking for a year and a half. If you go, that basically what you do is the nature, is perfect. And I had these incidents, and even something in a rush, you must be there. But if you leave Posach Eliyahu, the mimer, there is no such a thing that is not coming your way. There is no such existence like the creator of the world. There's no such thing the creator of the world make a mistake. This is the level. And I think a mimer of the Rebbe is a technology. And that's why I'm telling you, we have to start to learn the mimer. We have to live like this. And you can do it. And now on Zer can come also, I think every day, 7 o'clock in the morning, from 7 to 8, you should learn a mimer, the shluchim, and get to know each other and help the world. That's what they have to do. And then, what I'm telling you, good guys, the best guys in the world. And this is my life, Posach Eliyahu. So, I speak.
Thank you, Rabbi Yoskin. Shalom?
So what I understood from what you said, Isaac, is that I think that if you want to really appreciate the destination, you're going to have to appreciate the journey too. Otherwise, anytime you go somewhere, if you're able to appreciate whatever's taking you there, then not only are you enjoying the ride there, the destination is going to be a lot more pleasant once you reach it. Yeah, pass.
Thank you. Nehemiah? Nehemiah? Aaron Zelig, go ahead.
Yes, sorry about that. Oh, Aaron's going?
Yeah, go, Nehemiah, go.
Okay. Hold on, I'm just typing for Shabbat. I'm trying to get to the city for Shabbat. For Shabbos. Yeah. What's up, peoples? Ava, you were in Crown Heights, and I never knew. Oh my God. Beautiful ring. So dead. I got turned down by a few jobs because I don't have a visa to work. And they want to put me on a payroll. So I'm pretty pissed. I went to like 2 this morning. I went to like a dry cleaning place. I was gonna give like a nice, good per hour. Yeah, I don't know what to do. London, LA, New York. Maybe I should go to Venice. Rabioska. What's that right there? So very interesting. I was on my steps like 2 nights ago, like 2 a.m. I was on the phone, and some random dude asked me if I can help him with his couch, get it up the stairs. So I said, yeah, sure. And then I help him, and then he asked me if I can help him to build it.
Thank you.
Wow.
Aaron Zelig.
Pass.
How much longer do you need, Mike?
Okay. Thank you. Abba, your turn. Abba?
Oh, okay, my bad. I thought I didn't. Okay, I wasn't sure if you said that, so I just waited. But okay. I just realized, by the way, you guys can't see me. I did not know that. It's saying that my video isn't working. Problems with the camera. Okay, so someone will help me out after that. Yeah, so I'm driving to Jets. I just want to let you guys know that's why I mentioned the thing with the lanes, because that kept on happening. So I just stuck to one lane and then it worked out. So Baruch Hashem. Yeah, another thing, by the way, like if you like when you're driving and then you start texting and then you get into a massive accident, yeah, don't do that. I'm kidding. Like that didn't happen to me, but like stop, just don't do that. It's a good lesson to learn in life. Yeah, I don't know. My grandmother keeps posting that on the chat like every once a week. Like, guys, stop texting and driving. Yeah. Also, I didn't notice. Like I drive down the freeway and I see the mountains and the city every day. Like the city of the valley and the city of the city, and it's beautiful. I just never noticed it. Um, yeah, it's very nice. And what else do I have to say? Yo, I'm just gonna end up with Yosuke. Yo, God is great. That's all for me.
All of it's for you. Thank you, Abba. Thank you, Sean, for that lesson. I was thinking about that one as well. And I thought also of a different, slightly different one. And a lot of times, not a lot of times, but pretty much all the time, I look at others and I think that everybody else has it good. And yeah, that lane, that's good. Yeah. See, that guy that's getting paid for that job. Nechemi, I think this applies to you a lot. So maybe if you want to take this message as well. A lot of times the way that I seem to see things is that guy has it easy or that guy has it good because this guy has money and this guy has that. But in the meantime, the guy in that lane is in the middle of saying that about me in my lane because mine is going good. So I think that's really where it's at. Is that it's kind of like it's the same saying as the grass is greener. It really looks like the grass is greener over there, like that spot of grass that looks greener and better. So we should go there. But every area basically looks better from a different angle. So we have to basically be able to see that our own experience, the thing that we're in right now. I think the only way to really do that is to take time and every day to appreciate how good where I am is. And by me doing that, that's what, yeah, Sheikh now, Rabbi Yaski.
I'm fascinated of the conversation because when Abba said, I'm texting, driving, I did an accident, and I didn't make an accident. It's so real what he said it, like he had this experience of really making an accident and he didn't make. And that's what happened to Sholem Schwarzberg. He said, I find out I'm smart. So what should I do with it? You should know one thing. Like Nehemiah said the same thing also. You know what he said? They didn't take me a job because they need to pay me on a payroll. And I don't have my papers over here. It's baloney. You don't know how God operates. You will find a million things that always you're not going to find a job because things are not going to. But you don't know to be yourself. You have everything already. You don't even get it. You have a team around you, and you're just running away from being yourself. So tell yourself, I am a shmegeg, and I don't want to be a shmegeg. I'm not going to change if I'm not going to do action on speak to God, on go to. If you need therapy about your issues in your life, speak about it. Take care of yourself. And don't blame nobody. You're royalty, baby. If you don't think what you get, and I can show you evidence, 100% you have everything what you want. God gave it to you, and you just have to recognize. And that's what we learn Pasach Elio, to know that you have everything. And I love the guy you speak. I love Sholem, the brilliant. I know Sholem be very smart, and I didn't know what you're going to do with that. You don't even know smart is stupid.
Thank you, Yaska. Shalom.
Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. And also, just along the lines of what we were talking about, I mean, I've been neglecting some responsibilities, but I know that, I mean, at the end of the day, most of my life is going to be like about the journey. You're going to be, like you spend so much time getting to your destination, like when working, like you spend a bunch of time in school, a bunch of time getting to the point where you're going to be getting. And if I'm not appreciating the moments that bring me there along that whole line, then that's like most of my life that's not being appreciated. And like I have to look at that as some sort of destination in and of itself. Like, yeah. All right, pass.
Abba.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know if this makes sense, but like I had this idea of how I can understand how the way God works is perfect, and I don't know. I mean, like, it's hard to explain because it's really complicating, and I can't use physicality to really explain godliness. But actually, I could use physicality to explain godliness. I can't use physicality to explain God. But the way I think it works and the way He's perfect is that imagine someone gives you a red paint, and he says, "I want you to go on the wall, and whichever way, like however way you want to paint the wall in a line, whichever way you want the line to be, that's the way it should be." So he starts going, and he goes up and down and sideways and backwards and forwards. And I'm saying then you ask him, so what did God do? God made the line the way He made the line. It's perfect. Like, even though it's not straight, He didn't ask to be straight. He asked it to do however way you want it. So, and God's not, God's a pretty smart person. I think He's smart because, like, this world is gorgeous, and everything in this world is very, very complicating. And the fact that God was able to create that, I think that only a genius could do that. A genius is genius is like an understatement, but so, like, if you're following God's path and it went up, God had a reason for it, and it's perfect because it was supposed to go up, and if it goes down, then it was supposed to go down. Like, that's just the way it's supposed to be. So, yeah, that's the way I see it. Time.
Thank you, Abba. It seems that someone has been listening to Rabbi Zion's Tanya Shir and knows that there's an existence of godliness. Anyways, let me read the last paragraph here because I think we're out of time. When we consider how long the exile has continued, we might erroneously feel that our longing has not borne any fruit. The truth is, however, that the more we realize the significance of our spiritual exile, the more our longing for the messianic redemption is intensified, which in turn hastens the redemption. And this is from Hisvadius 5746, volume 1, pages 655 through 656, and 664 through 665. Wow. So I got mixed messages here. The same that I started off with. That on the one hand, you gotta stay in your lane and get comfortable and enjoy your lane, and at the same time, realize this is not your place. It's not the place that's supposed to be comfortable. It's not your home, and we gotta long for the redemption. And no matter what we're doing, we gotta look. It's a very difficult thing because we're literally born into it, indoctrinated, and we want out. And we need to want out. Okay, Mashiach now. Have a wonderful, beautiful day and Shabbos.
Good Shabbos, everybody.
Shabbos.
Yom Shikuli Shabbos.
Shabbos.
Have a good time, Shalom.
Thank you all.